Got 'em moving around, alright. Hyper play, stepping and rising.
Welcome. Thank you for tuning in with me. I am Emma from Dragonfly, and hello to my Dragonfly Poppets. And thank you to anybody new tuning in today. It thrills me that you're trying the class, and I really hope that you enjoy. As yogis and as my Dragonflyers, and those of you new to this class, let's just remind ourselves that the class is always designed to be playful, fun, exploratory, and very mindful of what's going on for you. So as always, take it at your pace. And the beauty of videos here is that you can put me on pause, or you can just sit back and watch a movement until your body and mind kind of understand it. So don't be worried if it doesn't all come together the first time. This class, Flow of Water, is designed just to kind of be fluid and beautiful, and I just really hope that you enjoy the theme and the play on some of our more familiar poses. Let's take a moment just to center. Maybe if you're like me, sitting cross-legged, you just switch the legs around so that the other hip can have a moment. Sweep the arms up and around and gather your hands down to your hearts. Let your gaze lower so that maybe your gaze comes down to your fingertips, or even let your eyes soften and close. Acknowledge to yourself that it took a lot to clear the space. Maybe allow and make the house go a little bit quiet for you and come down to your mat. It's not always as easy as we think to have a home practice, right? So notice some of the challenges there and how discipline needs to take hold, and acknowledge yourself for all of this. So breathe yourself in. It's a glorious moment just to appreciate all that you did to get yourself here, and to tune in and just land on your yoga mat. Feel a breath travel through you, and nice and easy, let's just transition around to bring the feet to either side of the mat if you're using your mat. And let's just start to lower those knees side to side. Now, as we get into this, we can feel hips working, lower back moving. We're going to add more into this, working into our diving dolphin, and we're going to land up onto this left side, right up onto that left bum. Turn towards this left knee, bracketing the knee, and just slowly round and dive down. Think of a dolphin and the fin, and then coming up for air, scoop and lift the nose. And then bring your right hand to your right hip and sit back into that right side, that right cheek. And then come back up onto that left bum. Turn back to that left knee. Let's add the breath in. So inhale up here, and then exhale and round and dive. Inhale, scoop and lift. Exhale, rock, sit back, and inhale back to start. Exhale, turn and dive. Inhale up. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, breathe back to start. Exhale, turn and dive. Let's do a couple more. Just getting into a nice, easy rhythm with yourself. If you've ever had the privilege to watch pod, is it called Pod of dolphins. Showing my ignorance here. But I just remember being out in Bali and just out on one of the little Balinese boats and just seeing so many dolphins, just having this marvelous, beautiful time, diving in and out of the water. When you are ready, we're going to just slowly come all the way down. This settles us into our hip. Some of you might one potato, two potato your fist and let your forehead rest on that top hand. Some of you might be able to come down a little bit more. Some of you might even rest up on a couple of blocks or a pillow if you've got any props there. So let's settle down into this, enjoy the weighted stretch and just connect with all the sensations that you're feeling. Nice long breath. And then let's press all the way up. From here, come back to that tall spine. Bring your right hand across to this left knee and your left hand behind you will slowly turn, will slowly twist. Let it be very fluid. Think of your spine like tall seagrass. And think of the breath just being the movement of the water against the grass. Nice long inhale, and let's unwind all the way back through center. Bring those knees up, let the body adjust, and then we're just going to drop over to the right side. So sit all the way up onto that right bum, turn towards that right knee, bracket the knee, inhale here, and exhale round. Think of that dolphin fin, dive deep. And then inhale, we're coming up for air. Exhale, sit that hand to that left hip, sit back onto that left bum if you can, and then inhale back to start. Exhale, dive. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, back to start. So can you keep this lovely fluid movement? Nice deep breath. Couple more. And then we're just going to slowly work our way down again. Back down onto those arms. This side you might have a little bit more flexibility. You might be able to come right down. Maybe again you one potato, two potato the fists, or just make hands as a pillow top and bring your head down. Let's breathe, let's press all the way up to center. Get lovely and tall here. Okay, so we're going for a twist again. Left hand around to that right knee. Right hand, it's probably already there, a little bit behind you. Sit lovely and tall and just wring yourself out. as you're ready, let's breathe, let's unwind all the way back through to center. Send your legs out nice and long from here, and we'll find our seal pose. You can bring your left foot against that right leg out nice and long. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my mark here. Right leg out nice and long. Let's just grow the spine nice and tall. I'm going to do a few different movements from our seal pose. And this isn't so much because this looks like a seal. This is one of its translations in our yoga text. So for a forward fold, a nice long spine, we lower and climb down the leg. It might be the shortest climb ever, or you might have a little bit of flexibility in the back here. It's all good. Find where feels groovy for you. And then just let the chin draw into the chest, just as a ways to relax the weight of the head on the neck. A nice big breath. Find a hold somewhere on this leg. Maybe up here if you're a little tighter. Maybe you can find the big toe with your peace fingers and thumb if you have a little bit more flexibility. Reach your left arm out in front of you and slowly let the arm float up and draw yourself under. Feel the right body lay out over this right leg as you twist and turn up towards the ceiling. You could let the head look down towards this right side. Then you could let yourself turn and look out and slowly upwards. It's definitely stronger to look up for the neck, so be mindful. A lovely big breath here, and then use your belly strength, use your power, press against yourself and breathe all the way up. Get tall. Let's go right into another twist. Left hand behind, right hand to the knee, and just wring out. Unwind and bring yourself all the way back to center. Let's help this left knee up, send the leg out, and we'll switch it out, bring the right foot. All right, same guys. We'll climb down the leg. There's a lovely forward fold here. Feel how the lower back opens out for you. Try not to round, try and get long here. Don't worry how far down you do or don't get. Let the chin draw into the chest to get this length into the neck. Okay, so for this side, let's take hold of the left leg, foot, ankle, toe. Let's reach the right arm out, slowly up, and let's turn. Feel yourself coming underneath this arm. Let the shoulders soften and try and lay out over this left leg. Let's turn down to look down to this left side. And then look out and look up. Let the shoulders soften. And we'll slowly, using some power, we'll push up, lift up, breathe up, all the way to center. Let's bring that left hand around to the knee and slowly wring out the spine. Breathe yourself all the way back. Send this leg out long. Doesn't that feel so good? Okay, we're going to come around into another dolphin. This is our baby dolphin. Baby dolphin, we bring our forearms down to the floor. You want to be able to let your head hang heavy. Even sort of like feeling like you're letting your head swing between your arms. Plug the palms down into the floor and just find some breath. From baby dolphin, let's come out into our turtle. We might know this more as our Sphinx pose. So for our turtle, we can imagine our head here is the little turtle head popping out of the water. So you really want to try and grow as tall as you can to get that extension of the neck to your little turtle head here. Beautiful big breath. Feel all the energy, feel all the effort. And then start to relax. Come all the way down. Slip your left knee out into your little half frog leg. Your arms are going to reach out in front of you. And then we're going to thread our left arm under our right arm, just like a traditional thread the needle. You can bring your right arm with your fist just a little out in front of you and maybe bring your chin down to sit on that fist. Some of you might be able to bring your forehead all the way to the floor. Just depends on where you get to. Nice big breaths here, guys. This can be quite potent. We'll use breath to ease this arm out. No rush. Slide this left leg all the way down and then we'll take our right knee out. Let's send our right arm through our left. Bend this left arm, bring your chin down or your forehead. Maybe our visual here is just frogs on their lily pads. Beautiful movement of frog in full swim mode. In animal energy, frogs and dragonflies go totally together. There's a big connection there. Let's go easy, guys, as we slide out of this. Slide this leg down and let's find our starfish. Taking our arms out super wide and our legs out wide as well. We're going to peel our right arm all the way up. I'm going to start to roll all the way back. My feet are going to stay rooted to the floor, but everything else kind of rolls. And then we'll roll nice and easy back, land, and then up and over to your other side. So nice and relaxed. My dragonflies know my visual for this one. You have to have watched Finding Nemo, but if you remember on Finding Nemo, the starfish in the tank would be looking out and then she'd lean back to let everybody know what's going on. How fabulous is this one, guys? So we'll go one or two more. And then we'll make our way back to center. From here, we're going to travel back, guys. Push up and find your baby dolphin pose. In baby dolphin, let's just start to move the spine. Stretch it out. finding center. We're going to push into one hand, come up onto the other. Then come back down onto that arm and down onto the other. Okay. Let me maybe give it with a bit of a left and a right, huh? So let's push the left hand into the floor, push up off of that and bring the right hand to the floor. Then come back down onto that left arm, back down onto that right arm. Okay. Let's bring ourselves up to tabletop and we'll kind of build onto that. So from here, let's come down right arm, right hand, left hand. Left arm, right arm, left hand, right hand. Right arm, left arm, right hand, left hand. Left arm, left hand, right hand. Not too bad, right? Let's go one more time. Left arm, left hand, right hand. Right arm, left hand, left hand. Okay, I think we got the gist, huh? From here, let's curl the toes under. Let's tilt the tailbone up. Draw the shoulders back together, starting to push the belly and chest towards the thighs. See if you can then tilt the tailbone high and drop the heels down. Traditionally down dog, but today we are going to be shark. And you can think of the fin as your bum here. So stick it high up in the air and you get this beautiful extension into your downward dog pose. Shark pose. Let your head drop. Feel that fin point right up. Think of how powerful the shark is. So breathe here. Hold your strength and your power here. Then I wonder if we can do a little walk here. Can you come down onto your left arm and your right arm? Push back a little. Look up, come back onto your left hand, right hand. Push back to shark. Let's try right arm, right hand, left hand. Push back. Let's go one more time. Left arm, push back. Left hand, push back. Right arm, right hand, left hand. Nice, guys. A nice big breath here. And let's start to come all the way down to that dolphin pose. Maybe being able to bring both of your hands down to the, both of your arms down to the floor here. From here, we're going to walk our dolphin out, and this becomes our swordfish. Think of a swordfish where it's in full extension. The sword one end, tail the other end. A nice big breath. Plug the hands into the floor. Let's walk back up to our full dolphin pose. Let's power up to our shark pose. We'll take our right leg high to the sky. We'll look up at the hands and we'll step the foot all the way through. Help it get there. Let's turn that back foot down. Sweep that left arm out in front of you and lift yourself all the way up. Let that left arm drop back as the right arm lifts up. This is our mermaid pose. Sink into the lunge. A lovely big breath here. Lift yourself through center and start to transition the hip, the toes to point you forward. A nice big breath, and we're going to see if we can step up into our balance here, guys. So get nice and rooted and see if you can step up onto that right foot and draw that left knee all the way up. We're going to interlace our hands or hold our wrists or our elbows. And here is our flamingo pose. So let's get super strong, but know that maybe a little bend in this standing leg is going to be just what you need, or a little support like I'm needing right now. Feel the spine grow tall, a nice big breath. Now, are you able to stay strong in the core? Release your hold, sweep your arms up and step yourself back into your crescent lunge. From here, let's sweep the arms out like wings, like our stingray. Lovely big breath. From stingray, let's sweep the arms all the way up and float those hands all the way down. Let's step back to shark. Get that fin, the bum nice and high. Let's take a breath and take that left leg high. Look up at the hands and step your foot all the way through. Spin that back foot down. Reach that right arm up, going through that warrior two setup into our mermaid pose. From here, really feel your heart lift high as you lunge deep into that front leg, that front thigh. Lift yourself through center. Big movement from hip to toe, toe to hip as you turn into that crescent lunge. From here, we step into our flamingo, breathing the knee up, interlacing the hands underneath the knee, or holding wrists, or even trying to hold elbows. Maybe a little bend in that standing leg. Maybe you're able to get pretty strong there. Let's find a breath here, guys. Keep challenging yourself. We'll breathe, we'll transition into stingray. Arms out, foot back. You can let yourself land. Nice big breath here. Sweep all the way up, and then let's travel all the way back to shark. From shark, let's see again if we can use strength and come down into dolphin. From dolphin, let's work out into our turtle. From turtle, let's come back into that starfish. Maybe notice little subtle or even big profound differences from when we first went through this. Let yourself the next time roll all the way over. Settling out onto your back. Let's get nice and comfortable as I scooch and shift. This last piece, let's send the feet all the way up to the ceiling. Take your arms up to the ceiling as well. This is our jellyfish. We're going to start by bringing little electrical movements into the fingers and the toes. And then that movement's going to travel into the ankles and the wrists. And more of an electrical current as your jellyfish grows, and we're going to get into the elbows and the knees, as well as the wrists and the fingers and the ankles and the toes. Then we're going to get into the shoulders and the hips, and just such an electrical current. The nerves are just firing everywhere. Feel the energy here as you just zoom through the water with all of this power behind you. Nice big breath, and then coming all the way down. Let the feet land. Slide the legs out and away. Let the arms drop away. And here is our sleeping starfish. Feel the breath flowing. A lovely little energy surge. Chance here just to lay with all of these after effects and meditation on them. Meditate on them. Give yourself permission just to pause, just to process. It's a beautiful piece of our practice. Maybe you'd like to go into a full Shavasana, and you can put me on pause, press our settle into Shavasana and enjoy a nice guided Shavasana for a really nice little bit of time. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you had fun. Namaste.